everybody? Lord Verminard back again in Mon Bazou. Don't mind me, I'm just making a late night Friday delivery of maple syrup to the old Federation in town. Since me and Eric are best buds and all. Yeah, it's kind of an awkward time to start playing the game. Weekends are always kind of hard because it's like I never know what to do, you know. But now that me and Eric are buds, I can continue to bring maple syrup there, which is good. I just can't pick up empties, but as long as I'm using, I feel like the truck is about to fall over. As long as I'm using this big tank, I don't have to worry about the empties. So that's what we gonna do. Now my tank and the reserve tank was completely full of maple syrup. So as soon as I get back home and I plop this thing underneath there, it's gonna do that thing where it like fills up 40% almost immediately, which is not bad. And I gotta run to the dealers, of course, because I tried to do that the other day. I ran out of gas. That didn't go well, so we'll try that again. And only, oh god, ow! All right, we're fine. It's a hell of a bump right there when you want to do a real quick drive-by. I mean, I could just go a little slower, I guess, but what's the fun in that? Doink. Okay, there we go. 2,000 wing wangs. Is there anything else I need to do while I'm here? I mean, the truck could use some gas, but not really. I don't need poutine right now. So I guess we'll just go back home. And, keep doing what we're doing, I guess. How are you guys doing today? I hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing okay. Not great, just okay. Also, we're as soon as I started recording, we're having like a bunch of thunderstorms come rolling in, so might get loud here. I don't know. We'll see. So my recording studio slash office slash porch is not climate controlled, but it is mostly rainproof. So I got that going for me, which is nice. Also, my flipping headlights are not on, and I cannot see. I think we can make her home. All right. Yeah, I will confess that I wasn't planning on starting the episode today with me on the road. I forgot to hit record. So that's okay. You didn't miss much. I just walked over, grabbed this, threw it on the truck, and left. So didn't miss anything. Okay, yeah, I cannot see a damn thing, which is good though, because we're here. Also, you know what the hell I need to do today? I need to upgrade the brakes on this stupid truck so I can stop worrying about it. Oh crap, what is going on? My controller is having a mind of its own again. And attach. Perfect. Yeah, look at that. Sucked it right out of there. All 480 liters of it, like right now. That's pretty impressive. And that's enough to put 40% in this sucker. I like it. So then when I wake up in the morning, it's basically full. Because it's gonna rip through all of this in no time. Ah. What a setup. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna leave the truck here. Because I don't need it anymore. Bye-bye, truck. Okay. Do I have fast nights? I do not. Do I want to turn it on, or does it even matter? We'll go ahead and turn it on for now, because it doesn't matter. I'm not really planning on doing a whole lot this weekend where I need to maximize every single minute of time. I got to do something with these logs too. They're kind of annoying. Okay. Coffee plants. I didn't know the coffee plants kept growing. That's kind of cool. And I planted some in here too to see if they go faster. They do not. So now we know. And honestly, I don't think I will need any more than 4 coffee plants. Because this is like... Look, I still have 24% flipping coffee in there. And I made like 2 cups. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do with all this coffee. I guess use it for compost, which is like the stupidest thing in the world. But because of all the crops that I'm planting right now, coffee's probably worth more than the freaking alfalfa is. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Oh, we got to do race car stuff this weekend. So we got the fart cannon muffler to go on the race car, and I'm going to take this muffler and put it on the Prins. I think that'll look better, and it'll probably sound a little better too. And then we got spacers to play with. We got 70s and 60s. So we'll figure out what she likes, and I definitely need to replace these headlights with something a little bit more interesting than just plain old stock headlights. And then I think the race car will be done. And with that, that means all 3 cars will be done, and that is exciting to me. So we got all the fancy crap on this thing. The only thing left is the rally suspension, which I can't actually get until I unlock the track and then complete the Demolition Derby event, which is kind of stressful in of itself. But we'll get there. So what should I do? Should I just go to sleep now or what? I don't like working in the dark. It's too late to go anywhere. Let's just go to sleep, I guess. Oh yeah, and if you are enjoying the Mon Bazou content, make sure to hit that like button down below. I'm trying to remember to say that. Jeez! I'm trying to remember to say that earlier in my video. And also, you channel members out there, you guys that get to watch my videos ahead of time. Hey, do me a solid and hit the like button when you watch my videos too. That would be great. Because then you get likes before the video even goes live, and that's cool. All right. Anyways, back to sleep. That worked out pretty good time-wise. I woke up not long after midnight, so I could spray down my plants. We'll do yellow today. I hardly ever use that one because it's like hard to click on over here. So I don't know. I've never seen a yellow flannel shirt before, but there's a time for everything. So that's 3% now. And now these are showing 5. And potatoes need... Does everything need water? Yes, it does. All right, I guess we're doing that now. I'm not sure why all the potatoes didn't need to be watered, but I think the way the game calculates that is kind of weird sometimes. I think it just never works out the same, you know? It's weird. And it used to be different. Like I'm almost positive that earlier on you could re-water stuff that was already watered, and it would like reset the watering counter or whatever. But now you can't do that. So it's kind of annoying. It's actually kind of unrealistic that way. Oh yeah, so my garden situation. Some of you may have remembered I was talking about how I was doing like a straw bale garden this year. It seems to be working out pretty well for the most part. We've had some issues with pests. We've had some issues with groundhogs, or a groundhog specifically, and some bugs. But for the most part, yeah, everything is working pretty dang well. So yeah, we've got a cucumber plant that we had to pull out because it was just like, I think it had bacterial wilt from cucumber beetle. And the other cucumber plant is still kicking, but it doesn't like it. It doesn't like the daytime. Like it withers and wilts during the day, but at night it pops back up again. So in the morning it looks beautiful, and then it just wilts during the day. It's freaking weird, man. I don't know, but it's the tomatoes are freaking crazy huge. They're probably over 8 feet tall at this point, which is insane. But they aren't producing a whole lot of tomatoes yet. But it's also a little bit early for that. Tomatillos are like going crazy right now. Peppers we've got a lot of peppers. They're just about ready to be picked. Yeah, beans are climbing up the thing. Yeah, it's doing pretty good right now. Pretty exciting. All right, so let's see. What should we do? I need, let's go over and check the maple syrup situation. And see, it might be done. I don't even know. Either way, I need to take a hit of it. So we'll do that. Maybe take a hit of poutine. If this is full, I'll go bring it today. And that way we'll get paid for it this evening. And that's always an exciting time. Yeah, look at that. 79%. Hells to the yeah. So this thing's empty right now. So that means we used the whole tank. Yes, we did. All right, so I will partake. I know, but just put the can in there. Fine, whatever. Yeah, you should be able to preload those with a can so that as soon as it has maple syrup, it'll just fill it. Oh well. All right, I need a poutine, so let's do that. And then maybe we'll fiddle with these cars a little bit. Poutine. That's in here, not in the garage. All right. 41%. Yeah, it's getting a little sag. Okay. Yeah, 1% coffee seed. That's 4% now. So is that going to catch up to this? No, it looks like it's growing the same. Yeah, so it looks like it has to grow in the bunker, which is kind of a bummer, but hey, we tried. All right, what first? Spacers? Yeah, let's do spacers. All right, I'll zip these wheel bolts off. Accidentally got my axle bolt there. If only they were that easy on German cars. I have a picture on my socials somewhere of when I was doing the rear wheel bearing on my wife's A3. And I had this contraption put together that was like freaking like a pipe and like a 3-foot breaker bar, and like it was just like, I don't know, it probably ended up being like 12 or 13 feet of extension to try to break that freaking thing loose. And dang, I think we could actually even go wider than that. I wish these wheels were a little wider. We'll wait and get it on the ground and see what it looks like. But yeah, I absolutely shattered my my breaker bar into a million pieces with that contraption. What actually got it was I was like, you know what, screw this. I'm gonna buy something that I've wanted for a long time. So I went to good old Harbor Freight and got the Bauer, the Bauer battery operated impact. I had the smaller Bauer one, and I love that thing. I use it all the time. It's amazing. It's powerful. It rips any small bolt off, no problem. So I got the big boy Bauer heavy duty impact for bigger stuff, and that thing spun that bolt off in like 2 seconds. It was just like zing. I'm like, holy crap. Like, you know, I ran the calculations of like how much torque I was applying to it, and how much torque that thing makes is not as much, but the impact action, I think, is what really knocks the bolts off. It just zipped it right out like it wasn't even there, man. It was pretty amazing. So I use that thing all the time now. That's my I'm no longer asking option there. But, you know, I use my smaller one. I use that for everything. Everything that I can reach with it, I use it. Because it's just so much easier, so much faster than using any hand tool. It's fantastic. And, you know, the Bauer ones aren't even like the highest rated ones from, certainly not from everywhere, but it's also, I don't think they're even the best ones at Harbor Freight. They're not cheap. I mean, they weren't, you know, the cheapest ones, certainly. I think it's the Hercules ones might be the ones that are, they might be higher rated, I think. I'm not sure, but since I already had the one smaller Bauer, I figured I would just stay with the, I don't have to get a different charger, you know? All right. So what did that do for us? Wider. I mean, it could go wider though. That's the thing that's kind of crazy here. But what it really needs is like some big ass fat rear tires. And that's not an option for us right now. Pretty good though. Pretty good, yeah. It's so much of the tire sticks out. It's not a very good wide body kit. It's supposed to cover up some of that, at least in the front edge. Yeah, it looks silly with like those skinny tires on there now. But anyways, also I should have left the jack stands under it because I got to take this muffler off, which I could probably do without using the jack stands, but let's do it somewhat realistically anyway. Doink. Okay. And let's see here. I need to get on, when you take this and chuck it over there and then get on this and then grab that. And zing these bolts off. Put that back. Take this off. Chuck it over there. Take this, stick it on there. Go back over here. Pick this up. Go back over here. Take this. And done. All right. We have fart cannoned up. I think that you can actually get the most power by just not using a muffler at all. But that looks silly and sounds completely ridiculous too. So at least, you know, if you're going to do that, at least put a pipe there without a muffler. But most racing sanctions anymore have to have some sort of sound control. So I want to make it somewhat realistic. Okay, now we're going to take this and go over here. And apparently the different mufflers actually have different amounts of power that they gain as well. So that's kind of interesting. Wait, I gotta... It almost would have been quicker just to bring a wrench over here and do this. There we go. Okay. We have muffler swapped. And we have spacered. Excellent. All right, well, let's take this car to the dealers, and I want to do something else too. I don't know if this will make any difference with the fuel economy, but let's turn this down to 12 psi. Because I shouldn't have blown through the fuel as fast as I did in this thing. We got a full tank now. We got all of our product for the dealers. Let's see if we can get there this time and not have a problem. Yeah, I don't know if that really changed the sound or not. This thing is fun to drive, man. It doesn't make sense, but this is the most superior car in the game. Absolutely. It's way better than the Koenig. Whoa! Shortcut. That was dangerous. Yeah. Whoa, that's not good. Not good. Not good at all. Ow. Okay, we're fine. Okay, yeah. All right, my product is now all over the place in the car. Yeah, it handles off-road really well too. Like, it's just this car is so much better than the Koenig. Oh God. I tried to turn and it went completely straight. Okay. I was going maybe a little too hot there. Full throttle, let's go. Yes. Let's see, it's somewhere around here. That looks good. Stop, damn it. There, okay. All right, now I've got alfalfa all over the place here in the car. $24. Damn. Need 3 flipping more, man. Oh well. It'd been nice to get a big payoff for that too. But I guess we'll just worry about it later. Yeah, see, it didn't use that much gas. Maybe I was looking at the wrong gauge when I first started it up, but I thought that it was completely full, and I drove it like into town once, and it was completely empty. So I don't know what happened. Suspension might be a little bit too stiff for it, I don't know. Yeah, but it just like rips through this gravel section so easily. You know, in my last file, when I was like doing a comparison of this car versus the Koenig at the track, I mean, this thing absolutely wiped the floor with the Koenig. And with slicks too, it was even faster than the race car. Uh-oh. Oh, we're fine. Okay. It does go through the fuel pretty quick, though. All right, let's see. What are we doing now? I should probably check my mail. All right, stay right here, car. Don't go nowhere. All right. Yeah, cool. I can afford that right now. Let's pay it. Much the way that I do my bills in real life. Like, oh, I can afford that right now, I guess. Let's pay it. All right, let's see. I don't think Roger is open today, is he? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Didn't think so. Excuse me. All right, so we probably have maple syrup to deal with when we get home, so let's, I guess, plan on doing that. What sway bars did I put in this car? I can't even remember now. It feels like just right, though. Like I said, maybe it's a little bit too stiff because it kind of bounces a little bit. It is really good. The Koenig never feels this good. All right, yeah, and it doesn't even have the race engine in it yet, so we'll do that one of these days, just not right now. Okay. Very good little car, very good. I wanted to change some settings on here. One thing that is weird about this car is when you set the, okay, so I set the tow back to 0. That's good because I've got 2.5 on that side. We want 2. That's actually probably a little bit too much. Let's do 1.5. But when you have a little bit of rear tow on this car in the game, it makes it like behave really weird. The front shouldn't be a problem. So we got 2.5 and minus 0.1. Yeah, okay, that should be fine there. But in reality, you would have a little bit of tow in slightly on a rear-wheel drive car. because as you launch, the forces involved try to tow the rear tires out. So to compensate for that, which can make it like skitter all over the place if you're trying to launch. But it also does that on gravel and stuff too. So to compensate for that, you can actually tow in the rear slightly, and it will help zero that out a little bit. Yeah, so now I guess I need wider spacers or something. I don't know. I might just stick with that. I mean, how much of a difference does it really make? I don't know. Oh no! Got our water stuff. Okay, there we go. And my kid is making a whole bunch of noise. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but he's back there just... he's laughing or something. I don't know. Watching something on his tablet. All right, let's see what we're doing over here. Tanks are full. That must mean the little thing is full too. It is. Is this full? No, it just started. Perfect. All right, so we don't want to waste any processing time while the sap is still flowing. So let's bring this to town. So then we can get paid. Yeah, I wanted to get another brake upgrade for this truck. But I'm gonna have to wait till Monday to do that, which is kind of annoying. Actually, you know what I should do? Just thought of it. Hold up, just one moment. Okay. Okay. First things first, Lee. Let's drink a coffee. And then make a coffee. Excellent. Now I'm going to bring this to Carol. Plop. Okay, just chuck it in there. That's perfectly normal to store your coffee upside down. All right. Come on, you bastard. Okay, there we go. Carol likes coffee, so we need to bring her some coffee. My friendship is almost maxed with her anyway, so it's kind of weird that, like, you can use coffee as a gift for her, but, like, in the amount of time that it takes to grow one freaking coffee bean, you can max out your friendship with her pretty much. I don't know how long it took me to grow that coffee, but it was a long freaking time outside because you don't have the bunker yet. I don't even think I would have enough for the bunker if I didn't spend any money on the car parts. Somebody's gonna fact check me though. I know that they're gonna go back and look, be like, "Well, actually, you made you made $65,000 in the last 10 episodes. So yeah, you could have bought the bunker." It's like, ah, geez, don't remind me. Come on, truck. Struggling a bit here. It'd be nice to have a little bit more power. I know I keep saying that. Maybe someday that'll actually happen. Yeah, I should probably get fuel for this thing today. Not that it really matters that much. I was trying to line this up a little better here. Whoop! That did not work. Okay. That would have been a horrific, deadly crash right outside of Eric's Federation. All right. Anyways, we're fine. Video games. That tree would have cut this thing in half, probably. That's if it didn't fold in half the other direction from hitting that bump. That's always something that I thought was hilarious when I watched Dukes of Hazzard as a kid. It's just like you can see like slow motion of the car jumping, and like their budgets were very small for that show, right? And so they you pretty much had like one shot at getting most of those jump sequences and stuff filmed. What is this truck doing, man? It's just like waltzing all over the place. Look at this. So on some of those cuts, you can definitely see, like, they had like a bunch of just junk cars that they used for the jumps because they were already trash. And they just, like, you can see when the car lands, like it hits when it lands, like in slow motion, you can see the car starting to fold. And then the next scene, it's like driving away and that's all perfect. It's like, no, I'm pretty sure those quarter panels were completely rippled. It's hilarious. Even when I was a kid, man, I watched that show and I'm like, this is ridiculous. Whoa. Oh, wait, Carol. Crap, she's not even open yet. Well, I didn't time that right, did I? Is there anything else I can do before... Nuts. I don't even know. I guess I could... go over and get a poutine? Not that I really even need it, but... I guess it doesn't hurt. Alright. Controller, you gotta stop this crap. Please. I did a firmware update, and it's supposed to fix this, and it is not fixing it. And before you say just increase the dead zones, I did that. It still does it. So it's some kind of weird drift thing. But if you look at the output of the controller when it's happening, it doesn't actually show anything outputting. So I don't know what the hell's going on. It's just one of the reasons why I hate using controllers, man. What's up, man? Okay. All right. Poutine. Speaking of poutine, I've talked about, you can actually get really good poutine in the United States if you look in the right places. There's a place that has like the best kind of, what I would say, fairly traditional poutine, called Hank's Barbecue in Columbus on High Street. Only they, of course they put smoked beef brisket in there and their own like beer brisket gravy that they use with it is delicious. But there's another place called Pierogi Mountain, and they of course make pierogies mostly, but and other Polish food. But they have Polish pot roast poutine, and oh my god, is that good. It's like Polish pot roast with the gravy, and they still put curds in it. But holy crap, man, that's good. I am making myself hungry. I am not having poutine for dinner. I am making salmon bowls, which is not nearly as exciting, but probably more healthy. I'm hungry right now, though, and it's dinner time. So I just gotta wait. Can't do it until I finish this. Are we open now? When does it open? Oh, it doesn't open till 6 o'clock. Crap. Well, I killed all that time for nothing. What else can I do? Let's go over here and look at this boat, I guess. I can't remember how much it is. I think it's 5,000 maybe? Yeah, I think my kid is talking to one of his friends on his tablet while they're playing some silly game and making a lot of racket while doing it. Gotta love it. Does that mean that that's not a boat launch? Is that what that sign is? 14,500. What? Shit. That's a lot more than I thought it was. Man, freaking boats are expensive. The only way that I would ever own a boat is basically a fairy tale situation. Like, if I had enough money to, first of all, buy a boat, and then afford to have somebody else take care of it and do all of the, like, the winterizing and the cleaning and the maintenance and all that stuff, then I would have a boat. Then and only then. That's just another freaking thing to work on, man. I don't want to work on more crap. I got my own cars. I got an electric mower, so I don't have to work on a lawnmower anymore. Yeah, man. I don't need another freaking thing to take up all my time. If I could just have a boat guy, just work on my boat, then I would have a boat. But that probably costs like billions and billions of dollars. And yeah, that's just not something that I want to do. All right. And we're waiting a little bit longer. Now, there's probably going to be a song or something playing that gets copyrighted. So if that happens, I will fast forward through this. Otherwise, I'll just keep talking as normal and we'll see what happens. What up, Carol? Hey, do you want some coffee? All right. I can purchase kegs now. $869. That's a terrific price. I'm buying 2 of them. Woohoo! All right, see y'all later. Okay. We did it. We are now friends with Carol, and now we have barrels. Okay, that's great. Now, I don't know if the maple wine is actually worth the time and effort that it takes to make it, but I'm probably going to have some extra maple syrup, so why not? All right. You know, another kind of vehicle that I probably wouldn't want to own unless I could afford to have somebody fix it for me is an airplane. I have a huge interest in learning how to fly an airplane. I do not have an interest in paying for said airplane. Or even the amount of money that it costs to learn how to fly an airplane. So that's, again, something that's probably never going to happen. Never say never, I guess. But, you know, until I make Cletus McFarlane YouTuber money, I don't think that's going to happen. Which really sucks, because I mean, like, you know, Ohio State University is right around the corner. Their airport is pretty close to my house, actually. So I see the trainers flying around all the time. They have a really good flight school too, from what I understand. So it'd be really easy to do it, just to cost a lot of money. Okay. That sucker connected like 10 feet away there. Okay. Shut it off. Turn those off. Hop out. Grab this and throw it right there. Grab these and put them right here, I guess. Yay. Okay, we did a thing. Awesome. And now this is 27% full, and the tanks are draining. That's what you want. Things are going exactly how we want them. So if I don't need barrels anymore, I should probably get rid of these barrels. I'm not going to do that just yet. I think I want to continue on with my madness of more trees here. eventually. And maybe we'll get rid of the barrels then once we figure out how much we're pulling in here. All right. It's not even that late and my dude is tired already. You even had a coffee today, man. Like, what gives? So that's 9%. These are 5%. Yeah, so it doesn't, they don't go any faster inside, which is kind of a bummer, I guess. All right, what are we doing now? I guess we're just waiting around for stuff to happen. These are all unique parts, right? Unique. Off-road headlights, unique. Mufflernator. Okay, yeah. So maybe we'll stash those in one of those garages since it's crap that we don't need. I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and go to sleep, I guess. We'll wake up and debug the plants and get our payout for our maple syrup, so that'll be exciting. $29,990. Thank you very much. Not bad. Not a bad week. 3 in the morning. All right, let's deal with bugs. Zap and zap. Speaking of bugs, I got to deal with bugs in the house too. We got freaking ants like all over the place this year. Like normal, like every spring we'll see like some and then they kind of just disappear. They are not disappearing this year. They are relentless. So it's going to probably be time to break out the little ant traps, which I don't like to do, but I also don't like ants in my food. They've ruined a bunch of stuff already. All right, 6 a.m. Maybe that's why he's so tired. He gets up so damn early on the weekends. All right, so I basically have nothing to do today other than maple syrup. Well, you know what I'll do? I think I know what I'm going to do today. I think I am going to plant some more trees. Y'all are probably saying, what? I want more trees. This thing is probably, yes, empty. So let's go ahead and, oh, I can't even, wait, yeah, I can. That takes 1 liter. Now I'll drink it, stick it back in there, and that'll drain it. And pow, there we go. All right. Where's my loppers? Let's go. And all of these trees are cuttable, so that's great. Okay, so what am I doing exactly? So we've got like a circle of trees here. And this is the, no, it's not. It's this one up here, right? Yeah, this one. So then we're just going to basically make another row this way. All right. Oh yeah, this is how you do it right here. I should be keeping track of how many I'm cutting, but I don't think it really matters because the count doesn't always match how many you actually how many you trim. 120. I think that's probably enough. Actually, let's just keep going for a little bit. Let me get up to like an even 200 or so. Ah. 137. So that should be 145. That's 150. Yeah, so sometimes you get a double. $162. $172. $188. $203. That's good enough. Good enough. All right, where are they? Ah, Christ, I lost them already. Are you kidding me? God, son of a... All right. There they are. Okay, so where are they exactly? Okay, straight up here. All right, can I still see them? Yeah, they're right in between those trees. Okay. Right up here. Right here. And they're gone. Dude, what am I doing wrong here? Like... They were... They were like right here. Okay, this is the stupidest thing that's ever happened. Am I just getting YouTube vision like to a terminal degree here or what? Okay, this is stupid. Stupid game, freaking God, stupid freaking God. Where are the damn clippings? They're gone. They're completely gone. They're freaking non-existent. Like, there they are, for Christ's sakes. Okay. What the hell was that? That's the stupidest thing that's ever happened. All right. So what are we going to do here? We're going to go, I guess, this way. And then kind of go in a straight-ish line this way. All right. Kind of, there's a little bit more space there than I kind of wanted, but it'll be okay. What do you mean not enough space? Your face isn't enough space. All right. It's weird, like, how it determines there's enough space and how there's not. Sometimes it doesn't make any sense at all. Like right there, how come? There we go. It's a lot easier to plant these when there's no foliage in the way. Okay, now I think what I want to do is just kind of keep going this way with this bunch. And we got a lot of space that we can fill out in here. So I want to just like go in a spiral pattern. That would be a lot easier, I think, to hook them up than doing the rows that I was doing before. Oh, there's a lot of space there. What would be sweet is if I had a bunch of fertilizer. All right, that's 100 trees down. These are not all going to fit in here. So I'm going to have to plant them somewhere else. All right, yeah, let's just take these back out this way, I guess. Or not. Yeah, I don't like that. All right, well, whatever. It's done now. Okay, let's see here. I can't fit the last one. All right. So I'm going to have to plant some more somewhere else. Let's see here. So on this other side, yeah, it ends right here, doesn't it? Well, we can't have that. Just keep it going this way. All right, let's go this way. You can't go across, can't go across, tubing that's already been run, and that's kind of interesting. I guess that makes sense. I mean, you wouldn't do that in real life, I suppose. Why is it letting me put these so much closer together? You know what? I don't even care. As long as I get them planted, it doesn't matter. Do you imagine how long that would actually take to plant like 300 trees? Well, it was like what, 203 or something? Okay, there we go. 200 more trees planted. So that'll give us, I don't even remember how much I have planted now. 434, yeah, so that'll give us 636, I guess. Because why the hell not, right? And that's why. That's why. Because I'm an idiot. That's why. All right, let's see. That's 64% now. That's great. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else that I just have to do. I probably have to water everything again. Yep, sure do. All right. Well, let's do that, and then I think we'll call it a day. I feel good about this. So those trees don't seem to have affected the frame rate at all right now. I don't know if it makes a difference when they get bigger or what, but I guess we'll find out. See if that becomes a problem. And if it is, that's a problem that the future me has to deal with. All right, yeah, so, you know, thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I had a good time. Causing mischief in Mon Bazou. Hopefully you had a good time watching. Like I said before, I remembered to say it this time. If you like the Mon Bazou content, make sure to hit that like button down below. I appreciate you guys coming back and watching this stuff. I know this game has been around a long time. There's other people playing it too, but I'm glad that you're watching me. So thank you. Yeah, don't forget to you know, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Leave a comment if you feel like it. Hit the notification bell if you're into that. And I will see you all on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye.